problems with the Glazers. I think the most important thing to remember about Ronaldo is this, that Cristiano Ronaldo, and we've got this, let me just pop this up. I mean, this is from Fabrizio Romano, who will be well briefed on what is going on with Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo is very happy with some of the Man United squad. However, he's convinced that 6 or 7 important players are needed. Fundamentally, this is the issue at Manchester United at the moment. We are in a situation whereby this is very much about Ronaldo wanting to see real ambition at Manchester United. That is what he wants to see. He wants to see ambition at Manchester United. Welcome to the Members Club, Leroy. And it very much is about signing players. It very much is about this club, as Fabrizio says there, showing ambition and signing 6 or 7 players. He's happy with some of the players, but he's not happy with the ambition that the club have shown. Now, I've spoken to people this morning and really, really good information. Some of it coming from people very close to the club who've been very honest about what's going on at Manchester United and people close to Cristiano Ronaldo. And I don't think you get anybody closer to this situation than probably Fabrizio is. He's always had good information around Ronaldo. Effectively, Mark Fabrizio did a video on De Jong right now, says SK United. I know I already have the update on De Jong and I'll talk about De Jong in a moment. I want to talk about Ronaldo first and then we'll talk about De Jong. And of course, he needs to move to London, says Zayn Miassi, talking about Ronaldo. I'm gutted hearing Ronaldo is leaving, not 100% sure yet, says 11, but I feel he should leave for his own sake. The problem with United is itself a big problem. Ronaldo should take the least blame here, says Gary O'Brien. Well, look, I do want to talk about that, and I do want to talk about where we're at in relation to everything. Pau Torres has been mentioned in relation to Manchester United again today. We'll talk about that. But there's so much to talk about. I think it's better if we just go through the things in order. Sammy, thank you very much for joining the Members Club. So going back to what Romano said there, Cristiano Ronaldo, last night when this came out, it was just, I think most fans were like, don't blame him. The club have shown no ambition. We've been angry about this. Ronaldo's angry about this and he's had enough. As the evening went on, and I spoke to a couple of people this morning about this, and there was even stories coming out of it last night, and Fabrizio puts it really well. This is about a lack of ambition from Manchester United. This is effectively a public statement that this club is a joke. And for all the protests that were really good, this is one of the biggest public things we've seen against the Glazers in a long time. You just need to scratch the surface to see it. This is Cristiano Ronaldo saying, look, Ronaldo loves the fans of Manchester United. Manchester United fans have probably got the most affection for Cristiano Ronaldo in football, and he knows that. Like, Ronaldo's a popular player and he's got a massive, massive support. But when it comes to clubs, Man United's probably the club that loves Ronaldo the most in the fan base. And Real Madrid fans might have something to say about that. But I think Ronaldo knows the respect that he has from the United fans and he won't want to destroy that. I think this is a calculated message from Ronaldo. I don't think it definitely means he's going to go. I'll tell you what the club's stance is in a moment, and it's quite worrying. But Ronaldo's stance is he expected United to go out and blitz this summer, just like we did. Think about it from Ronaldo's situation. The reason he's putting it out there that he wants to move is because he's absolutely stunned that Manchester United's reaction to that shower of shit last season is to buy a backup left-back, spend all summer chasing De Jong, who doesn't even want to be here, and then effectively close the transfer window after buying a centre-back from Ajax, who isn't even the first choice. I've got nothing against Lisandro Martinez. I really like Frankie de Jong, and I think Malacia will be a good signing. Oh, and don't forget the free transfer of Eriksen, who we're fighting Brentford for. I mean, you don't need to be Cristiano Ronaldo. You can be Harry Maguire. Like, any United player is going to sit there and go, we've just had our worst ever season. Everyone else is buying people like Haaland and Darwin Núñez, and we're buying a backup left back, the third choice centre back, spending all summer on a player that doesn't want to come, and also a free transfer. Like, what we should be doing this summer is what Spurs are doing times 2. Ambition, aggression, go and get it done. So Cristiano Ronaldo being pissed off and saying he wants to leave, actually, when you digest it and you think about it for a little bit, is it any wonder? Like, he must be sat there going, I've worked my arse off last year, and I'm arguably the only outfield player that works their arse off all season. And now I'm coming back and nothing's been done. And effectively, this is not about Champions League football. It's not really about that. That's the get out for everybody. That's the nice goodbye. That's the nice way of leaving. Look, I just want to play Champions League football. and the truth is coming out now from people like Fabrizio and others. The truth of this is that he's absolutely disgusted with the way the club's being run again. He's absolutely disgusted with the incompetence, and he's absolutely disgusted by the lack of ambition that you can witness and live a season like last season and be in the situation we are now. Where, look, the club are planning to get De Jong, Eriksen and Lisandro Martinez next week, but then that's it. There's no plans to do anything else, and those signings should just be the beginning. So, look, whether Ronaldo can be changed his mind or not, we'll talk about that now. But that's why he's pissed off. If Ronaldo wanted to leave United, he'd have sorted this out a month ago. He didn't want to leave United. He's just stunned and disappointed by the lack of signings and the lack of ambition, as are most of us. Phil says, what a frustrating weekend. I tore the cruciate ligament in my knee 2 weeks ago, got COVID on Friday, and now that, says Phil. Well, get rest up soon, Phil. I hope you're doing well. You have to applaud Ronaldo calling the owners out, what they're an absolute joke. So Stuart Black, welcome to the Members Club. Douglas says, why isn't United Stand doing more to bring about peace in the Ukraine and help the two sides negotiate a lasting deal, says Douglas. Yeah, because that's exactly what a fan channel should do, negotiating peace between Ukraine and Russia. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to be able to do it. I've got absolutely no experience of it, and I'm bloody damn sure I wouldn't make a cat in hell's chance. But look, I wish I could. Don't really think it's in our remit to be able to do that, but look, I really wish I could, and if I can, I'll try. But I don't think it's beyond our community's power. I think. Stephen says I would leave due to no Champions League. So Stephen, some of these players threw more than the last few games, mate. Did you see him? Hopefully this kicks the Glazers and everyone else up the ass. Glazers need to put their hands in their pocket, give a proper budget and get players in, says Jordan. Callum, welcome to the Members Club. And Sean Turner says, fair play, Ronaldo is at the back end of his career and he wants to play at the highest level. We ain't good enough, says Sean Turner. Well, I think it's more than that, Sean, as well. I mean, I was talking to somebody this morning very, very close to what's going on in the industry. And they were saying, this isn't about Manchester United. This isn't about Ronaldo wanting to win the Premier League or the Champions League. He knows that United are not going to win that. This is about enjoying football and being competitive. And if Ronaldo was at United and he'd seen us brought Antony in, De Jong in, Tielemans in, a good centre-back in, he'd stay. I was told that this morning. If United had bought two midfielders, Antony, and a decent centre-back by now, he'd be staying because he knew that United weren't going to win the league next year. But it's the disappointment that he's going to have to do next year what happened last year. And he feels that he is bigger than Manchester United, where United are at the moment, and that somebody said to me this morning Ronaldo should make a public statement against the Glazers. We're not at that point, but he basically has. If he came out now and said the Glazers are an absolute joke, they've destroyed this football club, if he comes out and does that, he's probably in breach of contract, and also he's gone. What he's doing at the moment is he's saying the Glazers are a joke in a very clever way through a transfer request, and he's not doing it publicly. He's giving United a chance to turn this around. The reality is we've not had somebody speak out like this since Rooney did all those years ago. All our competitors signing players, we get expectations, maybe rumours, and wait till next week. I'm fed up to the eyeballs, says Give It Mickey. Well, before we turn on to the other transfer news, I just want to say this. This is important to put up because this has come out from Rob Draper. There was a load of stuff that came out, but this was key. Now, I spoke to somebody this morning very close to the club, and they basically didn't confirm this, but I said to them, why is that coming out? This is the most weird thing I've seen. It comes from Rob Draper, who's a journalist in the UK. Ten Hag knows that senior figures at Manchester United had already concluded Ronaldo's return had been a mistake, and even before Ralf Rangnick arrived as Manchester United manager. So, senior figures at Manchester United had already concluded that Ronaldo's return had been a mistake before Rangnick even was appointed. This, to me, fits in with what I was told this morning. And what I was told this morning is Manchester United, deep down, the Glazers would like Ronaldo to go. They would like him to go because he's very expensive. And Ronaldo is a player that you have in a team when you're trying to win the Champions League or you're trying to win the Premier League. And United are trying to do neither. United losing Ronaldo would actually be very good for the Glazers economically. Football people in the club don't want him to go. He's very important to Ten Hag. He's very important to the football structure at Manchester United. But the business-minded people at United would be quite open to let Ronaldo go if they got the right offer, because his wages off would be a good thing for them. Because ultimately, United is about money. So that story there probably is being briefed from somebody with that mindset within the club. But I would call this out. Senior figures at Manchester United had already accepted halfway through the season that Cristiano Ronaldo was a mistake. Who are these senior figures? Sir Alex Ferguson is probably one of the only senior figures at Manchester United I would listen to, and he absolutely adores Ronaldo, so it's not...